She's done! You could tap dance if you wanted. Ah! This is gonna be rough. I can't believe I did it. I'm like shook. I did it. Holy shit. Alrighty, so since demo and everything, rust was eliminated from the van, we're gonna start the actual build, which is flooring. So basically in a van, what you need is support systems, so like framing out the floor. Then you'll need insulation. Then you'll need subfloor, plywood. Then you'll need flooring of your choice. So it's like this thing or whatever it is. Yeah, so it's a couple layers, but you can do it so that you don't lose a bunch of height, which was our target. So what we did last night was we started the process. I did a little time lapse here. We laid down the 1x2 long pieces of pine. I think it was, yeah, long pieces of pine. And then we were able to use this Loctite adhesive, which works on metal and wood, so you have to make sure that you're using the right adhesive for that. And used random miscellaneous heavy objects to weigh them down. We just used what we could find in the garage. But that's all dry now, so we're gonna take those off and get started at framing out the plywood, which will be on top of the insulation. So maybe actually we'll start with the insulation. It's gonna be rough. Seth's at work right now, so I think my mom's gonna help me if I need some help. And let's get going. Let's cut up some insulation board. All right, so there is the base or the bones of the van, and they're stuck on there. Now, mind you, I've been doing this off of videos I've seen on YouTube. I am not an expert. Don't quote me, and certainly don't expect professional terminology, because as far as I'm concerned, these are long pieces of wood. And glue is glue and nails are nails. I'll try my best to put in the description what they are, but I don't know, these pieces of wood. 1x2s maybe? I don't know. But yeah, so this is gonna be basically the starting point, and insulation is gonna be in between here, cut into these strips. So I'm gonna measure them and measure the width and cut the strip of the insulation. Okay, so check that out. It is set in there. She's sturdy, she's cut, and now I just have to do it several more times. So I'll save you guys clips of me cutting insulation and show you the, I want to say finished product, but as far as we get today, that's what I'll show you. All right, see ya. Oh my God, it's not the most glamorous I've ever seen in terms of sheet insulation, but guys, I did it. Alrighty, so there are a couple gaps where the van, I'll show you, like right here, the van comes up too high, and I think it'll affect the plywood that we put on top. So I'm gonna stop right there, and we're losing daylight. I think it took like maybe 2 hours. 2 hours, maybe 2.5. But I'm so proud. I did it. And it was, my back hurts. It was quite a tedious process of measuring everything out, going over, cutting, bringing it back, and then the styrofoam got everywhere, so I was vacuuming because I didn't want, that being in nature. So it was a whole process, but I am so proud of this beauty behind me. Let me just show you guys again. So yeah, she looks good. She looks good, and if you see this, don't worry, we're gonna get that welded, a new piece of metal welded there. So, oh my god, look at her. She's so pretty. Very, very proud. But all right, guys, it's time to install the actual subfloor, the plywood, and we will do that tomorrow. We're running out of daylight, so I'll see you tomorrow. What is up, my people? It is the next day, and we are on the plywood cutting subfloor phase of this whole flooring process. All right, so we're taking this big piece of quarter inch plywood, thank you very much, and we're going to cut it up on this saw. All right, and we already did a rough outline with the jigsaw. On this side, that is the wheel well on the left side of the van. And Seth actually had, I think I just broke it. Seth had a great idea actually to save the mat that was in the van from the previous owner and use that to trace onto the plywood and use it as a template. So that's what we did here. We rolled this nasty old thing out and we are shaping it out to do a dry fit. You gotta try it a couple times before you do it, and then you can have a floor. I can't believe it. Let me shut up and get to work because I think Seth is ready to do some cutting. All right, let's go. Check this out. Seth and I just put it in, and look at this dry fit. I mean,
close. Pretty good.
I mean, it's like a glove, but okay. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. And you can step on it now.
Well, kinda.
No, you can. They said on the videos. I don't know.
So.
Okay, so we need to do what's called scribing.
Yeah.
So once we get that fit, we're gonna cut here and make sure it's on one of these posts, which is only like this much.
So we need to take a little bit of this off.
Okay. After all of this mess, I did it. Holy smokes, I'm sweating buckets. I did it. I finished. Seth had to go to work, so I finished shaping this piece, and now she is flush splitting the middle of this support joist right there. Oh my god! I am extremely proud of myself. This was harder than the installation. I was using the jigsaw the whole time. Wow. I can't believe I did it. I'm probably gonna pack up and clean up at Seth's house and head back over to my house after I clean everything up, because I made a royal mess out of everything. But I've reached a new proud of myself, a new type of proud. Holy smokes. I can't believe I did it. I'm like shook. But you guys saw it here first. I have a lot to clean up. I can't stop looking at it. I'm like shook. I'm so excited. I can't believe I did it. And there's more to do, so maybe I shouldn't get too excited, but that's all I have for you guys right now. I'll check back in with you a little later. All right, back in my house. I'm ready to work. Let's do the damn thing. Now, when we were over at Seth's, we were having a really hard time with the saw on the table, the circular saw or the table saw, and it almost like wasn't sharp enough or something, so we ended up using the jigsaw for most of the cuts. Now, since I'm not perfect, well, sometimes I am, No, since I'm not perfect, I couldn't get a super straight line. I mean, I tried to the best of my ability to follow the lines that we cut, but in some places, like this one, if you measure down there, it's 8.5, and it goes all the way to 7.5 because of this horrible cut job. So, mobby. But now I've got to measure at each of those studs and mark it on the board and try and get that grade just right. And so if it's snug as a bug in a rug. All right, let me try. I just have that one little section to do, and then she's finito. But y'all, I feel great. I feel on top of the world, and it's only like 4 o'clock, so Homegirl can realistically screw these in and we'll have a subfloor completely done. Like, oh my god, like, this is insane. We've come a long way real quick. Today is a 1-week anniversary of having her. Oh, damn. She looks good. She's done! OMG. She's done! You could tap dance if you wanted. Ah! I'm so happy! Oh my god, I did it. I'm not gonna I would lay down, but this is full of potential splinters. I'm gonna get up. You gotta check this out. So the parts where the plywood meets, you have to have on a, that long piece of pine that we worked on. That's where they have to meet. But for the pieces of the giant cardboard where they go over the studs, or the ribs, whatever you want to call it, running along the bottom, you kind of are like, you can't see where the ribs are, and you kind of are like, so you have to secure them with screws, and if you can't see them, you run into a problem, obviously. So look at this cool tool my dad just gave me. It's a chalk line thing, and I'm gonna show you how it works. It's pretty sick. So what you do is you find the stud. So in some of the cracks I can see the ribs, we'll call them. I don't know, like I said, whatever. And then you want to try and find the studs. Okay, so there's one under here. You attach this to the very center of it to the best of your ability, and you pull it down taut to where you can see another stud. So like right here. So we make sure it's in the center, and I find the other side of it. So right there, splitting the middle. And you make sure with one hand you hold it really taut, and with the other. And look at this. This is now where you would put your studs. You see this line? How cool is that? I thought that was so awesome. So then you know where to screw and where to secure. Now to do it 217 more times. Not really, but I just thought I'd share. I'm learning on this process. I mean, I can't explain to you how much of a noob I am. Like, seriously. So I'm gonna do this a couple more times and then maybe start pre-drilling to screw in the subfloor. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe we did the subfloor. We finished it. And our first huge project of the van is done, complete. We are going to hold off on storing the vinyl planks we want to install because we're going to work on the ceiling and the fan. We don't want things falling on that nice vinyl. So we're done, folks. Holy smokes, I can't believe it. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. And honestly, I think me struggling and trying my very best deserves a thumbs up. But that's just what I think. If you guys want to stay tuned and follow all of our van life adventures, we're converting our own van. If you want to follow that, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can join the crew. And that's all I have for you right now. Van build in progress, loading. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.